2026 isn't about doing more, waking up earlier, or pushing yourself until you're exhausted. It's about becoming smarter, calmer, and more intentional with your energy. We're officially leaving behind the loud hustle culture that told girls they had to burn out to prove their worth, and stepping into a new kind of glow-up, one that's feminine, strategic, and deeply aligned. This is for the girls who want peace and ambition, confidence without running on empty, and success without losing their softness. Because honestly, most girls don't need more motivation. They're already trying their best. What they actually need are the right skills. Skills that protect their energy, sharpen their mindset, and why these skills are different. Not all powerful skills are loud. Everyone talks about confidence, hustle, and self-love. And don't get me wrong, those things matter. But most girls already know how to push themselves. They already know how to keep going, even when they're tired. What no one really talks about are the quiet skills, the ones that don't look impressive online, but completely change how your life feels. The skills that help you think clearer, choose better, and stop wasting energy on things that drain you. And that's why 2026 is different. This year isn't about doing more or proving how strong you are. It's about thinking cleaner, choosing smarter, and protecting your energy like it's your most valuable asset. Because it is. These skills don't make you louder. They make you calmer. They don't make you harder. They make you more intentional. And once you master them, everything starts to feel easier, softer, and more aligned. So let's start with the first skill, the one that quietly changes everything. Skill 1, decision hygiene. Timing can turn a good decision into a bad one. Decision hygiene is the skill of making choices only when your nervous system is calm, not when you're overwhelmed, emotional, exhausted, or trying to prove something. And this matters so much in 2026 because most bad decisions aren't actually bad ideas. They're good ideas made at the wrong time. Made while you're tired, insecure, pressured, or scared of missing out. A glowing girl knows this. She never makes big choices in the middle of emotional chaos. She doesn't decide her future when she's anxious, her relationships when she's hurt, or her worth when she's comparing herself to others. Instead of forcing clarity, she pauses. She separates emotions from facts. She gives herself space to regulate first, because clarity always comes after calm, not before. This skill alone will save you years of regret, unnecessary stress, and self-blame. Because when your nervous system is stable, your decisions stop being reactions and start becoming aligned choices. And once you master decision hygiene, the next skill becomes much easier. Self-image management. The most dangerous image is the one you believe about yourself. Self-image management isn't about how others see you. It's about how you see yourself. In 2026, with filters, AI, and endless comparison culture, it's easy to get lost in what everyone else thinks or posts. But the truth is, your internal image controls your confidence far more than reality ever could. This skill is about catching those negative self-labels before they take root, and remembering that one bad day, one mistake, or one awkward phase does not define you. It's about separating your identity from temporary feelings and protecting your sense of self from outside noise. A glowing girl knows that her worth isn't dictated by perfection, popularity, or likes. It comes from the story she chooses to believe about herself. When you manage your self-image, confidence stops being fragile. It becomes steady, unshakable, and aligned with your values. Soft yet powerful, quiet yet magnetic. And once your self-image is protected, the third skill naturally builds on it. Skill number 3, emotional detachment without becoming cold. Distance is sometimes self-respect. Emotional detachment isn't about shutting your heart off or becoming cold. It's about knowing when to care and when to step back to protect your energy. Boundaries are talked about everywhere, but true detachment, the kind that keeps your peace, is rarely explained. A glowing girl understands that she doesn't have to take everything personally. She lets silence do the work instead of arguing over every little thing. She knows when to walk away from drama she didn't create, without guilt or overthinking. Detachment isn't about avoiding life. It's about engaging intentionally, giving her energy only to what truly matters. When you master this skill, you stay soft, kind, and present, but no one can drain your energy, trigger unnecessary stress, or pull you into chaos. Emotional detachment is the secret glow-up move that makes your calm magnetic, your decisions clearer, and your confidence unshakable. And with emotional detachment in place, the next skill transforms how you show up in the world. Skill number 4, pattern recognition. If the ending feels familiar, the pattern started long ago. Pattern recognition is the skill of noticing cycles before they repeat, and it's a total game changer in 2026. Smart girls don't necessarily make fewer mistakes. They just recognize patterns faster, so they don't keep reliving the same lessons over and over. This means spotting repeating relationships, familiar disappointments, or emotional patterns that keep returning. It's about pausing, reflecting, and asking yourself, have I been here before? Instead of diving in blindly. A glowing girl doesn't ignore red flags or rationalize pain. She sees the invisible threads, learns quietly, and makes smarter choices without shame or rush. When you master pattern recognition, life starts feeling easier, less chaotic, and more aligned. You don't just react anymore, you anticipate, protect your heart, and step confidently into what's truly worth your energy. And once you can recognize patterns before they repeat, the 5th skill helps you turn awareness into unstoppable action. Skill number 5, energy accounting. You don't need more time, you need better energy management. Energy accounting is the skill of tracking where your energy goes and noticing who or what costs you the most. In 2026, life moves fast, access is constant, and emotional overload is everywhere, so managing your energy isn't optional, it's essential. A glowing girl pays attention to how she feels after every interaction, meeting, or conversation. She stops energy leaks, whether it's people who drain her, habits that exhaust her, or commitments that don't align with her priorities. She treats her energy like the currency it is: valuable, finite, and worth protecting. When you master energy accounting, life becomes smoother, decisions feel lighter, and your confidence grows naturally. You stop giving too much to what doesn't serve you and start investing in what truly matters. And that is the ultimate glow-up move. Once you're tracking your energy, life starts to feel lighter, your goals clearer, and your glow unstoppable. Skill number 6, micro-independence. Independence isn't rebellion, it's protection. Micro-independence is all about creating small pockets of freedom and control that keep you safe and empowered. Full independence isn't always possible, whether because of life circumstances, school, work, or family, but some independence is non-negotiable. A glowing girl invests in tiny areas where she can fully rely on herself: a personal income stream, private decisions she makes without outside pressure, or skills she never outsources. These small steps build confidence, security, and self-trust, quietly protecting her energy, boundaries, and future. When you master micro-independence, you're no longer waiting for permission, approval, or luck. You're creating safety and strength for yourself, step by step, choice by choice. It's not dramatic or loud, but it's the kind of power that quietly changes everything. 2026 isn't about changing who you are. It's not about trying to fit someone else's version of success, confidence, or femininity. It's about understanding yourself deeply, your energy, your patterns, your boundaries, and your inner authority. When you master the skills we've talked about today, you don't just glow on the outside. You glow from the inside out, calm, confident, strategic, and soft all at once. Before you go, like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a glow-up guide. Save this episode. You'll come back to it when you need a little reminder of your power. Tell me, which skill do you need most right now? Remember, your 2026 glow-up isn't loud. It's intentional, feminine, and unstoppable, and it starts with you.